It's been a busy day for police in Surrey. This mall behind me here along Scott Road near 75A Avenue continues to be surrounded by police tape as investigators continue to comb through the area here, investigating the city's first homicide of the year. Behind me you could see a tent has been set up. Inside that tent is the victim's body. We've also noticed a number of evidence markers that have been placed around the parking lot. A motorcycle is on its side, a backpack and a helmet resting on the concrete as well. Now, according to Surrey RCMP, the call came in just before 1 o'clock Thursday morning, a call of an assault in progress. When officers arrived, they found a male victim dead at the scene. Now, a suspect was arrested nearby and taken into custody.
So there were multiple witnesses that observed the altercation, and one of them was actually able to follow from a safe distance and lead police right to where the suspect went, which was very helpful for our investigation. At this time, we have one male in custody. He is 33 years old and has no known ties to gangs or drug trafficking. We are still working to identify the victim, and we have not yet determined whether they knew each other or whether there were any other persons involved.
It isn't known who called 911, but this is a very busy area here in Surrey's Newton neighborhood, an area that is surrounded by a number of condos. Police are asking anyone with information to call Surrey RCMP or Crime Stoppers. In Surrey, Greg Harper, City News.
It's almost always controversial and gets people talking. Construction is set to begin Monday on Vancouver's newest protected bike lane. It'll run along Richard Street between Cordova and Pacific Streets, essentially a north-south route connecting Gastown to False Creek. The bike lane will feature protected intersections, new traffic signals, sidewalk improvements, and street repaving. Work will be done in phases, with most of the current street parking being preserved. The city says when complete, it'll create a safer and more comfortable cycling route for people of all ages and abilities.
With the new year comes new property assessments, and whether it's an acreage or a waterfront apartment, the majority of homeowners in the Lower Mainland are seeing a drop in the value of their homes.
The market is definitely returning to a more balanced or stable position.
Look no further than BC Assessment's latest valuations for proof. Both Lower Mainland condos and single-family homes depreciating across the board.
Richmond, Burnaby, Coquitlam, Port Coquitlam, they're going to see the biggest drops in the assessments this year. So from 10 to 15% reduction over last year's assessment. As you move out to the Fraser Valley, that reduction's a little less, more 3 to 5% over last year's values.
As for what area was hit the hardest, well, that would be West Vancouver. The average price of a single detached family home there went down by about $450,000. Meanwhile, Squamish stayed roughly the same, and Whistler and Pemberton actually saw increases by an average of 5%. But don't equate a drop in assessed value to a cheaper selling price. That from a Vancouver realtor who says home prices depend on market value, what comparable properties have recently sold for.
As an example, I sold a home down the street from my office, $300,000 under assessed value, whereas just a block away, another townhouse that I sold was $60,000 over assessed value. Every property is unique in its own way, and this is the true value of the property.
For the young professionals holding out hope that one day they'll be able to own a home in Vancouver, Doig suggests paying less attention to property values.
What really benefits buyers are lower interest rates. So interest rates have adjusted under 3%. We're seeing more buyers come out. The market has picked up since October. Now with these assessments dropping, will more inventory come on? We don't know. Will it be limited and there'll be more buyers, so prices will stay firm, and that's where time will tell.
Now, if you feel your home was not assessed accurately, you are asked to call BC Assessment and discuss it with them. And if you're still not satisfied, you have until January 31st to file an appeal. In Vancouver, Travis Prasad, City News.